Remember to click subscribe and notification button for more Appa's video.
Cooking Appa.
Hi, this is Cooking Appa. Today Appa is going to make my wife's favorite dish, which is sometimes the restaurant will call it 招牌豆腐 or seafood tofu. Okay, so it is not difficult. Basically, there are 3 steps. The first step is to mix the tofu and the fish paste. Second step is to steam the tofu. Third step is to deep fry the tofu. 3 simple steps. Now let's look at the ingredient needed. This is 3 pieces of Japanese egg tofu here. Each of these is roughly about 75 grams. So 3 of these give you about 200 over gram. And I have approximately 150 grams of fish paste here. And we're going to put a little bit of fresh ingredients inside. This is chopped carrot. I'm going to put about maybe 2 tablespoons, somewhere around there. And then 1 tablespoon of chopped fresh coriander and 1 tablespoon of chopped shallot. This is spring onion. Okay, spring onion. Now, then what are the condiment that we need to put? We need to put a bit of sugar, a bit of salt, fish sauce, Shaoxing wine, white pepper, cornstarch, and also a little bit of, this is optional, my homemade fish powder. By the way, besides preparing a mixing bowl, you will also need a squarish, what do you call this? This is a tray, yeah? A squarish tray like this. This is actually a baking tray my wife used. So I'm going to use this to steam and make the shape of the tofu later. Now cut off all the Japanese tofu, the egg tofu inside, and you just cut in the middle, then take it out and then put it inside the bowl. I may or may not add an egg. I will see how it goes later. If it is not moisture enough, I will add a little bit of egg inside. Okay. So then put in the fish paste. You can also use prawn paste if you like, up to you. The green onion, carrot, and also fresh coriander. Fresh coriander will help to remove the fishiness, yeah? So try to put a little bit of fresh coriander inside. My personal favorite. Okay, then we will start seasoning it. Let me adjust the bowl a little bit. I'm going to give it a little bit of fish sauce, about 1 teaspoon, a bit of Shaoxing wine. This will help to reduce the fishiness also. Okay, later the tofu will also release some water. That's why I did not put the egg first. I want to see how creamy it is. A little bit of salt. A bit of sugar. Okay. Few dashes of white pepper. A bit of my homemade fish powder. I have a video on this. About 1 teaspoon or half teaspoon. Let's mix everything up first. Actually, it will be better if you have I don't know what is it called. I used to have it, but I couldn't find. You need to use there is a crusher kind of thing, yeah, that people use it to make the mashed potato. I couldn't find it suddenly. So mix everything up very nicely. It looks like it's a little bit dry, so I may need to add some egg later. Okay, we'll come back after this. I just found it. This thing, it looks like this. Okay, or anything that works for you lah. Just keep pressing, then everything will mix together much easier. And I think I will put in I'll put in 1 egg. Okay. And also now we'll be adding 2-3 teaspoons of cornstarch. So the egg and cornstarch will act as a medium to stick everything together. Right, keep on doing this until everything is nicely and smoothly mixed together, right? We'll come back after this. Okay, this is after about 2-3 minutes. I'm going to give it a little bit of garlic oil, or you can use sesame oil, just to give it some enhanced flavor. Just a little bit. Okay, the oil here is actually for seasoning purpose. So you have a crusher like this, it makes your work a lot more easier. Very fast, it's done. Only take you about 2-3 minutes. Okay, now we want to mold it into shape using the tray. Okay, then you get ready your steaming tray and put on a baking paper, because you want to make sure you can take out the tofu easily later. If you don't have baking paper, you should actually put one layer of oil. Okay, that is going to help also. But maybe easiest is to use a baking paper, I think. Okay, so just want to okay. Okay, so you want to make this very evenly and make it into a rectangular shape. Ooh, I can smell the seasoning. Very fragrant. Okay, put it aside. So now you want to make it more even here. Okay, try to make it as even as possible so that it looks nicer when it comes out. You have to make the surface very even. Yeah, even out the surface. That's how you paint your wall. Okay, done. Next thing, very easy. Steam this for approximately 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, get ready a steamer. Wait until the water starts boiling. Then slowly put in the tofu, the tray. Close the lid. Use medium-high heat to steam it for at least 20 minutes. Yeah, 20 to 25 minutes. I think mine is 20 minutes. If your tofu is very thick, then probably 25 minutes or more. But mine is quite thin, yeah? So 20 minutes should be more than enough. Okay, this after approximately 20 minutes, steaming under medium-high heat. Let me see. Okay, good. Can you see the toing toing? Good. Okay, I'm just going to take it out and let it rest aside for at least cool down for about 10 minutes minimum. Then we will cut the tofu into smaller pieces before deep frying. Okay, so after about 10-15 minutes, once it is cooled down, you can very easily take it out remove from the baking paper and cut them. Actually, cut them while it is still on the baking paper. Yeah, cut them into any shape that you like. Then set it aside. Prepare some cornstarch. Okay, prepare some cornstarch here. And what you need to do is to coat the cornstarch nicely. Coat the tofu nicely with the cornstarch. And let it rest aside. Like that. Coat the tofu with a thin layer of cornstarch. Then let it rest. Okay? This resting process is important because it will allow the cornstarch to stay better on the tofu. Okay, while waiting for the tofu to rest, aside like this. Oops. Okay. We can prepare the oil, and you want to pan fry this. Actually, I'm using deep fry lah. You can pan fry this for using about medium heated oil, which is about 140 to 150 degree. How do you know that? Well, first of all, you don't see any smoke coming out. The moment you see some smoke coming out, that is too hot. Okay, at least 180 degree and above. You put the chopstick inside and you start seeing a little bit of bubbly coming out. This is about 130 degree. Good enough because the tofu is already cooked. All you need to do is just to create a crispy layer around the tofu. That's good enough. And I'm just going to make 10 pieces today. The rest of it, I'll keep it in the fridge. If I'm going to cook tomorrow, I will put it in just the normal fridge. If I want to cook next week, then I'll put it inside the freezer. So up to you, yeah? Because there's a total of 16 pieces today. Just slowly deep fry for 2-3 minutes. I think maybe should be enough. And you need to be very delicate. Yeah, this is tofu. Go very gently with it. Now we'll come back shortly. So when you want to flip over the tofu, very gently push it against the edge of the wok, then you can flip it easier. Use a spoon, or it's easy to use a spoon to operate right now, but of course if you're scared of the oil, you can use a long spatula. Okay, all we want just to get the brownish and golden color, golden surface on the tofu, and it's done because it is already cooked. Okay, so you don't have to fry for too long. 2-3 minutes, I think more than enough. Okay, I just raised the heat a little bit to medium high. Now I'm starting to get the golden color. Nice. Okay. It's basically done. Prepare an oil absorbing paper on the side, okay? And take this out. You can actually, when you are taking it, you can push to the side to let the oil render out a little bit. Then only you take it out. Oh, looks really good and super crispy outside. You don't have to do double fry on this. Not necessary. Just raise the heat a little bit towards the end, right before you want to take it out. If you are scared of using spoon with oil with your wok, don't use spoon, yeah? Just don't follow up. Okay. Alright, so here's Appa 海鲜豆腐, 海鲜豆腐 or seafood tofu. If you like my video, do share my video on your Facebook to your friends. Come to Cooking Appa Facebook fan page to click like and follow button. Follow Appa on Instagram and subscribe to Cooking Appa YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye. By the way, there is an ingredient list, yeah?